raining and muddy, so we can stay grounded, bring in some earthy elements. But we're going to start off in tabletop. So if you know that you want cushion for your knees, even if you don't normally cushion the knees, maybe you try this time. We'll be going from tabletop on the knees to either child's pose or puppy pose. And we're going to do child's pose or puppy pose twice. So if you love child's pose and you want to do both options, or sorry, both times that we do the posture, you want to do child's pose twice, you can do that. Or if you want to do puppy pose, you can do that. Or you can switch back and forth. But I just wanted to let you know ahead of time that I will be offering two options. So you can mix and match as you'd like. So go ahead and find yourself in tabletop position here. And if you are using cushion for the knees, tuck your toes under so that they're not like floating out in space. So ground your toes, press the mat away, engage your core, and start to take some shoulder dips here, shoulder circles. So with your arms straight, you're sinking into your shoulders, rounding them up and back and down, taking some circles here. So letting your chest drop down between your hands, but keep your arms straight, and then pressing back up, all while keeping your arms straight. And if at any time this becomes too much on your wrists, you're welcome to make fists. And then changing directions here. So working into your scapula, mobilizing the shoulders, waking up the shoulder blades. And it may feel a little, what's the word, like janky, I guess it would be. Maybe not as smooth, but that's okay. That's all right here. We're here for it all. A few more rounds in each direction. And then finding stillness with your knees cushioned. You can keep them like that. You have two options here. So you can bring your big toes together and send your hips back, walking your hands forward, giving your wrists a break, stretching out your shoulders. Or if bending in the knees is not what you need right now, you can keep your knees on your cushion here and walk your hands forward, but keep your butt in the air so your chest is what lowers down. So your tush would stay up in puppy pose, unlike child's pose where your hips go back toward your heels. So either way, we're working into the chest, working into the shoulders. Whichever position you pick, stick with it for the next 4 breath cycles. Sticking with it for the next 4 full breath cycles. So that's deep, full-bodied inhales through your nose, and exhaustive, releasing exhales through your mouth. So maybe you notice the inhale kind of picks you up a little bit as the exhale allows you to melt deeper into the mat. And then slowly on the bottom of that next exhale, start to walk your hands back in, coming back through your tabletop. Move that cushion out of the way, just briefly. We'll bring it back for the next posture, and you're gonna lower all the way down to your stomach. So I like to take this by walking the knees back, hugging the elbows in toward my chest and lowering down like a really slow push-up. That feels very gentle on the low back also. And then tucking the toes so the tops of the feet are down. Situate yourself so that you're on your full mat here. Bring your left palm underneath your forehead. Rest your forehead on the back of your left hand. And you're gonna walk your right hand outside of your chest. Your palm is gonna go flat on the mat and your elbow is gonna lift up so that you're doing a face down or prone shoulder and chest stretch. So forehead is on the back of the left hand. Right palm is flat, sealed to the mat. A couple feet outside of your chest here, the right side of your chest. Palm is flat, and then lift the elbow up so that your elbow is right in line with your shoulder here. And this may be all that you need, just simply holding this position. Or maybe you play around with making some circles with the elbow, maybe some circles with the shoulder. We're looking for some sensation, some stretch, nothing too intense on the front part of the right shoulder and across the right side of your chest. Try to keep your palm flat here, your right palm flat. You're welcome to find stillness if that works best for you. 2 more breaths here. And then as you exhale, lower that elbow, walk the hand in, trade spot so that the forehead is on the back of the right hand. And your left arm goes out to your side, right outside your left chest, palm down. Lift the elbow so that it's in line with your shoulder. Spread all 5 fingers on the left hand, really grounding down through all of your fingers there. And then maybe stillness is what you need. Maybe that's the sensation you're looking for. Or you can start to take some elbow, shoulder circles on the left side. Relaxing every other part of the body here. Relax your toes. Relax your glutes, relax your face. Those are typically the main points that tend to hold tension. 1 more breath here. And then bringing both hands outside your chest, press yourself back up through tabletop. So here's your second option for either child or puppy again. So if you know that you want that cushion underneath the knees, maybe more or less, take it now. Go ahead and get set up with that. From tabletop, melting your chest down toward the mat by walking your hands out for puppy, or bringing the big toes together, open the knees just a little bit, send the hips back and down toward your heels and walking your hands far out. So allow your hands to rest somewhere on your mat. You have the option to tent your fingers so that you're lifting your elbows up a little bit. That'll work more into the shoulders. If that's too intense, you can lower your arms down and maybe bring your arms in a little closer to your face. And that's for both puppy or child. 2 more breaths here. And 1 more. And then slowly make your way back up. I'm gonna stay facing this long way so that you can see me from the side, but you're welcome to face the camera if that feels like the best angle for you. 2 options to sit, either your comfy seat or sitting up with the knees bent like me, whatever feels best for you. Comfy seat or knees bent. We're gonna do a little dynamic shoulder movement. So extend both arms fully out. We'll start with the right hand first. And like you're pulling a bow and arrow, start to pull the right arm back, extend it back behind you, maybe looking at the right shoulder, and then lift that arm up, facing back forward. Once again, pull back like you're pulling back on a bow and arrow. Take it all the way back, opening up, really long energy line, fingertip to fingertip. Palm lifts up, come back through center. We'll go twice more. Pulling back, opening up wide, lifting the palm, coming back through center once more. Pull back, rotate and open, lift and come back through center. You can give your shoulders a moment if you need it, and then we'll switch to the other side. Both arms extend, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Pull that bow and arrow back on the left side, opening, maybe looking back over your left thumb. Palm lifts, come back forward. So this is where the judgment kind of sets in, where we notice that there may be some differences in one shoulder to the other. So we start labeling them, oh, I'm tight, or I'm stiff, or I'm weak, or I can't. Now is an opportunity to shift that thinking, to tune into gratitude that your body is even able to explore these options, to focus back on your breath, and to appreciate movement in all of its forms. That was your last one. Nice job. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms out, rounding the top of the spine, pressing forward, pressing the palms forward. Chin tucks to your chest just a little bit. Sitting up nice and tall, relax your arms. Stay in your comfortable seat. I'm going to turn around. And then we'll end with one of those old school PE crossbody stretches. We're going to do it a little bit more intentional. So extend your right arm out, cross it over your body, and then with a left arm that's bent, start to hug your right arm in toward your chest. So it's okay if this right arm is bent. It's going to depend on, honestly, what feels best for the back of the right shoulder. If you'd like to extend it a little bit more, you can do that. So there's some tension here. You're pressing your right arm into the crook of your left as you're pressing your left arm back into your right. So it's stretching and stability. Active through your fingers. One more breath. And then release by lowering the left hand and pulling the right arm back. Left arm extends, reaching through the fingertips. Bring the left arm across the body, bending into the right. Create that stability, pressing arms in toward each other. Decide how much of a bend you need or whether you need to pull back. And active through your fingers, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. And one more breath. And release. Very good. Bringing your fingertips to your shoulders, start to draw some really big circles, like you have a marker on the tip of each elbow, and you're trying to get the biggest circles on the canvas on either side of your body. Change directions. And remember that when it comes to anatomy, feelings are not facts. So sometimes that pain in your neck is coming from tension in your shoulders. You're welcome to relax. Sometimes the pain in your hips comes from tightness or compression through your neck and through your arms. Take as many other circles as you need and then come to stillness. Bowing your head just for a moment. Keep your eyes open but gaze down. Sometimes it's good to jump right in to the body, right into what you need. But there's such a benefit in ending with a moment of feeling grounded and focusing on your breath. Taking a body scan, noticing the energy and the sensations through the shoulders. You're welcome to bring your hands to heart center. Taking a moment of gratitude. Thank you for making time on your mat. Thanks for staying for a couple extra minutes here. I hope you feel nice and open and expanded through your chest and through your shoulders. I'll post this video soon and I will see you on the mat tomorrow. Thank you much.